you can play any sound. Okay, so क्या होता है कि अगर हम लोग के पास बहुत कॉस्टली चीज़ है और इफ़ यू वांट टू सिक्योर दैट, हम लोग चाहते हैं कि कोई भी वहाँ ना जाए, तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, वहाँ पे एक मोशन सेंसर लगा देंगे और फिर मोशन सेंसर अगर किसी को डिटेक्ट करता है, किसी पर्सन को या फिर कोई भी मूवमेंट, तो फिर हम लोग एक बेल बजा देंगे या फिर जैसे एक बेल बजा सकते हैं कि हाँ, अगर कोई मोशन हुआ उसके आसपास, मतलब कोई है वहाँ पे, तो फिर हम लोग एक बेल बजा सकते हैं, एक अलार्म बजा सकते हैं। सो हम लोग को पता चल जाएगा दैट समवन इज देयर। सो हम लोग जल्दी से वहाँ जा सकते हैं और हम लोग कैच कर सकते हैं कि कौन है वहाँ पे। ठीक है, so let's do our programming with motion sensor. Open Tinkercad. Those who have laptop or PC, open the Tinkercad. Okay, I'm sending you the link of Tinkercad in the chat box. And those who don't have laptop, they can just see the class and and do it after, like, whenever you get a chance. Okay. So open the link. I'm not showing. Let me share the screen. Yes. So open the Tinkercad and go to circuits and click on create new circuit. Create new circuit. Yes, alarm security. Okay, so let's start with our Arduino. Take out the Arduino board. Here's our Arduino board, and then we want a sensor, motion sensor, PIR. This is PIR. It is a motion sensor. Motion sensor means it detects some movement. Any movement which happens near it, it detects that movement. Okay. Okay, so it has 3 pins. The first one is ground. So ground goes to GND. Ground always goes to GND. So let's connect it to GND. Okay, and then the middle one is power. Power goes to 5 volt, connected to 5 volt. And the final one is signal. Okay, so connect the signal to any digital pin. Okay, let's delete this and connect this to any digital pin. What are digital pins? These pins is used to give any input or output. Okay, these pins are used to give any input or output. So do the connection, do it fast. Okay, have you done the connection? Okay, those, oh, okay, there is a question. Okay, so do the connection fast. And Tanishka is asking the full form of PIR. The full form of PIR is passive infrared sensor. P for passive infrared. Okay, this sensor basically use infrared rays to detect any motion. To detect any motion, it emits some infrared, and if detects any motion, there's some there's some application for it. Okay, it detects some motion, and if it detects a motion, it gives some some signal that Okay. So have you done the connection? Those who are working on Tinkercad, have you done the connection? Should I proceed? Okay, do it fast. Do the connection fast. I'm waiting. The signal goes to any pin, say 12, 13, or any pin, and then ground goes to GND and power goes to 5 volt. Okay. So as usual, we have two parts in our Arduino program. The first part is setup, the other part is loop. Okay. So what we want in setup, we do the input and output. We do the setup part, that is pin mode is used, pin mode. Okay, pin mode. And then what is the pin number we are using? Write the pin number we are using. Write in chat box. Do it fast. Yes, it's 12. And 12 is used as a input. Input. 12, this pin to pin number 12 will take the input from the sensor. It will read some data. It will read some data. That's why we are writing it as input. Okay. Then we have, then we want to read the value at this point. Okay, so for that we will create a variable, say int motion value. Okay, so motion value will contain store the value of the input. Like if there is some movement, the sensor will give 1 as a input. Otherwise, if there is no movement, the sensor will give 0 as an input. So motion value equals digital read, digital read. Okay, digital read, and in brackets I will write the pin number. What is the pin number? It's 12. Digital read 12. And then, okay, now what next we want to do? We want to add blink a LED if it detects any movement. Okay, so take out an LED and the left goes to GND. Connect the left to GND and connect the right pin to 12. 13. Sorry, 13. Okay, and now we will write pin mode, the connection for this LED. So pin mode 13 and then output. And if okay, so let's first print the value of this uh, motion value. Okay, we will use our LED later. First, let's use the serial monitor. Print the value in the serial monitor. So serial dot begin, and inside brackets 9600. Let's print the value of this. Okay, and next we will print the value of this motion value. So serial dot print, and inside brackets motion I'll click on start simulation, open my serial monitor. Okay, it's giving 000. Oh, let's add a wait. Okay, and now I will click on it. Let's minimize everything. Okay, so this is our sensor and this is the range. The blue area is the range. Okay, range means it will detect any movement in this area. Okay, if you are putting a sensor over here, if I put my sensor over here over my hand, if and it will cover a certain distance, say this much distance. Okay, so this much distance is the range for this sensor, and it will detect only in that range, motion only in that range. Okay, so if I move this object, it has started giving us 11111. Okay, and I have stopped moving the object, so it is giving 111, and in some time it will start giving 0. Can you see it's giving 0 now? Because we have stopped moving our object. So when we move our object again, it will give 1 again. Okay, so is it clear to all? So what we can do, we can use the 0 and 1 to turn on this LED. Like if we get 0, we won't turn on the LED. Like if there is no movement, no need to turn on the LED. And if it detects a movement, we will turn on the LED. Okay. So write in chat box, is it clear to you or not? Okay. And I will send this code in the chat box as well. You can try. This is the code. Try this. Okay, for like, how many of you have completed this program, like have done this program in their PC or laptop? Very good. Okay. Have you read about if else statement? If else? No. Any one of you who has read about if else statement? Okay, so if else in programming, we have like if else as is used very widely in programming, and if else, the meaning of if else as it implies if then do this, else then do this. Okay, let's take an example. If I say, okay, let's take an example of Vedant. Vedant, if I say, are you greater than 10? Like, are you younger than 10 years? If your answer is yes, then you can dance. Otherwise, you can't dance. So you will check your age with 10. If your age is greater than 10, then you can dance. Okay, then you will dance. Otherwise, you won't dance. You will sing. So this is a this is a example. So in programming, we can use like if the motion value is 0, so don't turn on the LED. Otherwise, turn on the LED. Okay. So if a statement is like is used like in this way, so we will put the if statement over here. If, and then inside this parenthesis, we write our condition, and our condition is motion value. If motion value equals If motion value equals 1, then turn on the LED. Turn on the LED. What is the code to turn on the LED? Write in chat box fast. Let's see. Who know? Who knows? Write in chat box. Do it fast. What is the statement to turn on an LED? Now, simulate is wrong. There's a code. There's a code we use to turn on the LED. No one knows the answer. Yes, we use 0 and 1, but like what is the full statement? Hi, yes, hi. We use hi, but this is incomplete. I want a complete statement. Have you read? Have you heard about digital right? Do you remember digital right? Okay, pin mode is used to set up the LED, like it is used to set up the LED, set up the connection that this LED is connected to Arduino with this pin number 12. Okay, pin mode is used to do the setup, and to turn it on and off we use digital write. Okay, so digital write, yes, digital write 13. Very close, but we don't use pin mode. Digital write, and then the pin number is 13, and then high. Okay, so if motion value is 1, so we are turning on the LED, else we will turn off the LED. Okay, so to turn off the LED, we use the same statement, control C. Okay, digital write, and then pin number is 13, and it is low. Turn off the LED. We have turned it off. Okay, now let's start the simulation. Start simulation. So I will move this object, and our LED is now on. Okay, let me see. This is our sensor, this is our LED, and let's wait for a second to turn it off. Now it is off. Now I'm not moving the object, so there is no movement, so there is no light. Okay, and if we move the object, here I move the object, and our light is turning, LED light is on. Okay, is it clear? You can add speaker to it, like instead of light you can LED, sorry, you can use a piezo speaker. Okay, you can even make the system at your home, like just use the Arduino board, A.I.R sensor, and a piezo speaker. Only these three things, and you will get to know if someone is entering your room or if someone is touching your favorite thing. You will get to know. Okay, is it interesting? I also want this EIR sensor and Arduino board. Okay, so I am sending the code in the chat box. How many of you are trying this code in your PC? Is there anyone who is doing this? Next, I will ask the questions. Okay. So, are you ready for the question? Okay, tell me what is a sensor. Just write in your own words. No, like no bookish definition. I just want like your answer. What do you know about sensor? Okay, can anyone give me any example of sensor? Example of any two or three sensors? Yes, PIR sensor. Very good. And any other? Any other example? Yes, motion sensor, light sensor. Motion sensor is PIR sensor. Okay. Motion sensor is PIR sensor, light sensor. Yes, we have a light sensor. Okay. So sensor is basically a device which detects any change in the environment, any event or any change in the environment. Okay. So there are different sensors like motion sensor, as we have the then temperature sensor, and then there's a ultrasonic sensor. Ultrasonic sensor, it has two eyes like this. I'll show you. Ultrasonic sensor looks like two eyes. I'll show you ultrasonic sensor. Okay, I can use this ultrasonic sensor. So take a guy. Ultrasonic sensor. Here it is. Can you see it has two eyes? And these two eyes are used to measure the distance. Measure the distance between a person and anything which is placed in front of it. Okay, if you place a object, let's suppose here's an ultrasonic sensor in my hand. If I place an object near it, it will calculate the distance between the sensor and the object. Okay, so this is ultrasonic sensor, and let's search for more sensors. So photoresistor is light sensor, and then we have IR sensor. Okay, do you know about IR infrared? You daily it is very common. Almost all of us have use this IR rays, infrared rays in our daily life. Do you know about it? Have you heard the remote, the TV remote we use or the AC remote we use? It has IR infrared. Yes, the remote, TV remote or AC remote. Very good. So what it do? The remotes generate IR rays. It generates IR infrared rays, and it goes to our TV or AC, and there is a IR sensor which detects that ray, and it converts the it like it do the following action. Okay, so this is the use of IR sensor. Then we have many more sensor like humidity sensor. Humidity sensors basically measures the amount of water present anywhere. Humidity is amount of water. Okay, so There is humidity sensor, soil sensor, voice sensor. Voice sensor detects the voice, any voice. Okay. So this is all about sensors. And if you have any question regarding the program we did today, you can ask me. Do you have any doubt? Anyone? Very good. Okay. So, so. Okay. Let's change this. Instead of this LED, let's play a sound. Okay. So I will delete this LED. I'll change this LED with a speaker. Let's change this LED with our speaker. So I will put a speaker. Here's the piezo speaker. Take this out and then connect the left to the GND and the right part to pin number 13. Okay, I'll zoom in. So here is a connection, and let's try this. Code is perfectly correct. The code for speaker and LED is same. Pin mode 13 is used as output, and we use digital write to turn on any speaker or LED. Okay, so let's click on start simulation and click here. I'll just remove this and let's move. Can you hear the sound? Okay, now let's again move this object and this speaker will start. I hope it is clear to you. Okay, let's remove this ultrasonic sensor. We don't need this. Okay, let's have a recap of our program. The first pin mode is used for setup part. Like if we want to connect LED or speaker or sensor with our Arduino, we need to inform the Arduino that we are connecting this object to this pin, this object to this pin, and this object will do input or output. Okay. So pin mode, we write the pin number. Let's suppose pin number 12. So we use this pin number 12 for input of the sensor. Okay. And then we have used pin number 13 for output to the speaker, like the Arduino will give some output to the speaker. Then serial dot begin. Do you remember the serial dot begin part? Serial monitor. What is the use of serial monitor? Have you read about it? Have you read about serial monitor? Okay, so serial monitor is a screen that displays the output of a Arduino program in form of text. Okay, like suppose the Arduino want to display some message. So where it will display the message in the serial monitor. Okay, it uses serial monitor to display any message or any text. And to start this serial monitor, we use serial.begin and 9600. Then we use here's a variable motion value which will store the value returned by the sensor. Okay, the sensor means if it detects any movement, the value of motion value will be 1, otherwise it will be 0. And then we are printing. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. Okay, so should I end a lecture or you want to ask something? Do you want to ask something? Any one of you? Okay, no doubt. So, okay, so let's end the meeting. Bye. See you soon. Okay,
Ma'am,
Vedant,
now
how to
only
take?
12:40. It's lecture timing is 1 o'clock.
Oh, I was told that lecture timing is 45 minutes. Okay, I'll continue.
Okay. You ask the questions now.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, so